Yeah. That was me spilling tea on my face. I know it was clear and didn't look like tea in the slightest, but trust me, that's what it is. Ignore that it's the wrong color to be that type of liquid, and that I wasn't screeching in pain at it being poured on my face, despite how presumably hot it would have been. And also disregard all the other things about that last bit that contradicted the idea of it being footage of me spilling tea on myself. Hi again, everyone. I hope you're doing well, and today in the search for channels to steal from in order to try and get more views on my own, I have found a new prospect. One that I think is going to be very promising and has the potential to open whole new worlds of YouTube clickbait for me. This channel seems to have, for once, turned the tables on me. For once, it is not I calling other people boomers for being old or whatever, and not understand why I couldn't stop laughing whenever the nerdy kid from Polar Express came up on screen during Christmas season, and I started shouting sicko mode or Mopamba. But instead, it is I who is the boomer here, for I have no idea what to make of the channel we are about to look at, but I come hoping only to learn. The channel in question is called T-Spill, and their titles really are just something else. Laura Lee defended by YouTubers, what the fuck, or James Charles calls out fake review, and by something else, I mean they look like my titles from early 2018.
Meaning I absolutely fucking love them.
Now, if I started making videos talking exclusively about beauty vlogger drama, I have a feeling some of you guys think it might be a bit of a jarring change of pace. Not that big of one, to be fair. It's a decently juicy fruit to bite into. But also, even if it was, look at those goddamn Social Blade numbers! 1 million views in a day, 11,000 subs in a day, yes fucking please! So in today's video, I would like to take a look at this individual or group's channel, not sure which honestly, but whatever it is, I want to look at some of their videos and see what I can borrow to apply to my own videos. And hopefully I can also get 10,000 subscribers in a day. Anyways, let's take a look at that Laura Lee video I dramatically read the title of earlier because it's their most recent upload as of me writing this video, and if you think I have the motivation in my body to move the scroll wheel on my mouse a single centimeter, then you are terribly mistaken. Anyways, here we go.
Exposed. Exposed. You're exposed. You're exposed. You are exposed. Exposed, 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 exposed. You are exposed, sir. I'm gonna expose you. Expose you. Oh my god, expose you.
That intro sounds really familiar. I wonder where I've heard that voice. Oh yeah, I know now. That's the Expose song by Review Tech USA. Listen, children, if that name does not ring a bell to you, then you are absolutely missing out on prime early 2010s gaming coverage, and also just a shit ton of fat man me potential for the modern era. Please, let me give you a brief rundown on this man, I beg of you.
It's not a real cucumber, it's made of styrofoam.
Basically, Rich of Review Tech USA makes videos on gaming news and tech and all that shit, but more importantly to the perspective of making memes about him, he is fat. This is really just the last place I think I ever expected to find him credited for something. Like, he completely disappeared from my active conscious until I started writing this video, and what a place to be reminded that he is indeed a person that exists, like, good God. Anyways, back to the T-Spill channel, it seems like that the first thing to take note of is a 20-second long intro, and I'm pretty sure I already have that part on lock. Sometimes I'm able to make a 20-minute long intro before I get to the actual topic of a video. And that's truly my real talent as a creator. Oh my god, guys, this video is actually giving me chills. They did the editing gag where they cut away to epic comedy footage or a funny meme bit like in a pyrocynical video. This is actually making not only my wig fly, but my hairline has permanently receded back a couple inches as a result of how shook I am because of this video. I don't know what to do. Oh my god, the real pyrocynical would never run a YouTube beauty vlogger drama channel. I'm literally shaking. Whoever is running this channel is genuinely one of my kind. A D-list commentary channel. A true degenerate, just like the rest of us. I must know more about them. What insight can their About section give us into their methods? Okay, there's literally nothing there. Like, there's no words in the About section. There's just links to their Instagram account and their Twitter account. But perhaps we could make this work in our favor. Maybe by looking at their social medias, we can get an idea of what it is that's happening inside their heads and pick their brains for getting views and shit. Ooh, I can't wait! Looking at the T-Spill Twitter account, the first thing I noticed is that Fraser, James, Destiny, Shane Dawson, and Callum Marquis are all already following this Twitter account. I now realize I am much farther behind the curve of finding this channel than I originally anticipated. And this only means I must move that much faster to make up for lost time. I make edits that probably involve mean girls, is what their Twitter bio reads, which means that I must now start doing the same. I'm too lazy to post the edits on Twitter, but my Instagram is now going to be solely dedicated to making fan edits of PewDiePie, iDubbbz, and of course, James Marriott's beard. Make no mistake, not fan edits about James Marriott, just his beard. When Bath & Body Works doesn't have Christmas cookie in stock, with a meme of someone prepared to boycott Bath & Body Works as the attached image. Very interesting. Not only do they have their video game on YouTube on point, but they come on deck with Twitter memes. Moving over to the Instagram, we find in their bio, exposed. What's the sitch? Click here for all the tea. And it points to an ominous link, bringing us right back to where we started. Their YouTube channel. Also, I just realized that the T-Spill banner reads, beauty gossip taken not so seriously. Well, you know, maybe there was something to take away from that social media detour, but whatever it is they were putting down, I definitely wasn't picking up. That's not really a surprise though, seeing as the only 3 brain cells I have to my name refuse to function together. Back to the Laura Lee video. Very clever. They reference back to their own last video so that the viewer has some incentive to go and watch that one as well. Like I said, very clever, but it won't work on me. Kwite isn't your average viewer. I can't be asked to click off of the current video I'm already watching, so I'm not going to. Haha! Once again, Kwite rises above his urges to be productive in any way. Ooh, that smooth-ass transition editing with the sound effects. It's so clean that it feels almost like a preset, which it probably is. Not hating on presets, just to be clear, I use them too. It makes life easier for certain things, like when I want to put the funny This faceless YouTuber, T-Spill, I find myself relating to more and more every extra second I dip into this video. They don't show their face, they have both a Twitter and an Instagram account that they have varying degrees of activity on, and they talk about mostly benign shit on the internet. I feel like in a lot of ways, me and T-Spill are the same. Also, they use video clips of other videos in their videos, like me, like this one here.
At the end of the day, it was a game, and the gift, whichever way it's going, is going to somebody in need, whether that's being given to someone or a giveaway or whatever. I understand everybody is entitled to their opinion, but I just don't think the tweets and whatever are necessary, you know.
It really is genius. Like, I only showed a chunk of the full clip here. The actual one is like 3 minutes long, and I can't be asked to cut out that big of a chunk and put it in the video, so yeah. But let's break down the format so far so we can do our best to imitate it. They have the intro to the channel, which has to be at least 20 seconds long at minimum. Got it. Then we need to break down the tea and do everything that entails, like getting the tweets, gathering the clips, and putting it all together, and then finally at the end, we give our own take on the whole thing. It's fucking genius! Alright everybody, I think I'm ready to try and replicate this format. Let's go! I'm gonna pretend that I'm starting a new video and say hi again to get in the mood. Okay, give me a second. Hi again guys, what's up? It's me, Kwite, as per usual. I'm not sure where or who I am, but that's not going to stop me from doing my service to you and spilling all the tea on what's been happening in Reddit YouTuber drama. And boy, do I have some juicy tweets to read verbatim to you. It looks like the identical twins, Wild Spartans and Hoover, have been having a bit of family drama, and only a day after Christmas too. Things are really heating up on both ends now. This all started when Wild Spartans made a loud tweet calling out Hoover, and boy did he have some words for Vacuum Boy. I'm done with all of this. I won't be making any videos about this. I won't be tweeting any more about it too. I'm done. Well done at Hoover. You've got all you wanted. The clout, the fame, and the Despacito Kids Bop cover. Hope you're proud of yourself. Hoover never wanted to take something sitting down, in a purely figurative sense of course, because if he ever tried to stand up from the sitting position, his legs would almost surely give out. Fired back with a heated response. But before I read out that tweet, I expect all of you to appreciate my wordplay by saying he fired out a heated response. It's genius. Please feed into my massive ego, I beg. But Hoover quote tweeted Wild Spartan's original tweet saying, "Oh wow, really want to play the victim card. I'm sick of your god complex, thinking that you're so much better than all of us, but as soon as somebody calls you out to do a Despacito cover, you act like such a child. So pathetic, man. Grow up." Now very quickly, before we continue, I must say that Hoover accusing Brandon of having a god complex is very insensitive. Brandon absolutely does not have a god complex, as he does not believe in the Judeo-Christian deity. The proper insult to say here would have been to say that Wild Spartans has a Jupiter complex, both in reference to his massive size having a gravitational pull stronger than said planet, and also because of Brandon's practice and belief in paganism. Shortly after that original tweet, though, Hoover followed up by seemingly recanting his earlier comment, saying, "I want to apologize to my young fans about the beef with @Wild Spartans. It should have been private. Me and Brandon will eventually squash the beef. I didn't realize I was ruining my Young's fans Wednesday, and I'm off social media." Reactions came flooding in. Some think this ceasefire came as a result of Kwite HQ putting himself in the middle of the situation, declaring, "Take this to the DMs, you are tearing Reddit apart." While this may be part of the equation, I am going to take full credit for single-handedly stopping this feud. I DM'd Hoover as the voice of reason, saying, "This beef is going too far. You and Brandon need to decide who gets to do the Despacito cover now, or I'm going to be forced to step in." And just like that, everything was solved, and it was all thanks to me. Now, many onlookers speculated that this had something to do with the KSI Deji beef, where the two brothers, or in this case, two people who look exactly like one another, go at it on Twitter during Christmas time. They theorized that this was actually bleed over from an alternate dimension, where it was actually Wild Spartans and Hoover who were beefing instead of the Olatunji brothers. Reactions from the fans were all over the place, but the majority seemed to have come to a common consensus in the form of quackity reaction images. Ones where he looks either very skeptical or unimpressed with an ambiguous thing. Now, of course, all of this shit is fake. It was kind of a dead giveaway when it ended up getting covered in the Kwite video in the way it did. Or perhaps it was the fact that it was over a Despacito Kids Bop cover. But you know how it be. Trust no one and no thing, but always believe everything. Just to clarify, that is indeed some horseshit advice with no meaning at all behind it. Under no circumstances should you take said advice at unironic face value. Please, I am on my knees begging. Anyways, I'm gonna wrap this video up here. If you guys enjoyed, be sure to drop a like, and if you're new, subscribe. If you want to check out any of my merch, you can go to kwiteshop.com. The designs are fucking sick. If you want to support the channel a little more directly, you can do so by clicking that join button next to the subscribe button and donating $5 a month to get things like custom badges and custom emotes. It's totally optional, but it helps out the channel, and it is much appreciated. I have a podcast with Wild Spartans and FPS Diesel called Loudmouse. We upload 2 new episodes every week on Tuesdays and Saturdays, and we're up on iTunes, SoundCloud, and YouTube. You can follow me on Twitter @Kwite and on Instagram @Kwite.png. Links to both of those in the description below. And lastly, I also have a Discord server. Link to that in the description as well if you're interested. Anyways, this has been Kwite, and I will see you guys next time.